Okay, today we're going to be making up a country made sweet potato pie.
Come on now.
Yvette been wanting me to do this pie for her for some time, so today we getting around to one of my recipes, sweet potato pie. And we start off by just taking 4 medium-sized sweet potatoes, about this size. After cleaning them up good, put them in the pot and let them start boiling until they're soft. As you use your ingredient, you should move it to a different location so you don't use the same ingredient twice.
That's a great tip.
We're going to turn the oven on, preheat that to 300 degrees.
Oh, that's feeling real nice.
Get the little tips off the bottom so you don't have so much strain in your sweet potato.
All right.
And the potatoes, we're going to do 3 eggs.
3 eggs.
We're going to use 2 tablespoonfuls vanilla flavor. Okay, 1/4 cup self-rising flour. So we take the measurement cup and we'll measure off 1/4 of a cup of self-rising flour. That's to help keep it together and not be breaking up. Slice. So we don't want to just spread this in one place. We want to shake it around in there to make it easy. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Again, 1 tablespoon of lemon flavor. We want to add cinnamon. Not over 4.
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. 1/4 of a cup of buttermilk. We take the butter and just pour it all over so it'll be easy to mix. Next thing, we want to chip this up a little bit so everything can start coming together here. Right. Then we just mix everything up together. Mix it up good. Everything good. The oven is heating up. Sweet potatoes, you cook them until you can just take a fork and just stick right down through them. The softer the sweet potato is, the less beating you have to do when you get them in the pan. Mix it up real good, like you're making a cake. Okay, the oven is ready. It's at 300. On your sides of your potatoes, you might have too much batter. Sometimes you might be coming up a little bit thin. So in this case, I believe we're going to be right on the money pretty much. So you bring them over.
So Dad, what's that in the bottom of the pan? It looks like you
This the bottom of the pan. Always sprinkle a little bit of sugar in the bottom of the pan because it make the crust taste so good then when you're eating the crust. It make the crust the type of crust you want to eat. So I sprinkle just a little bit of sugar in the bottom of the pan on the top of the crust there. Okay, these pies now are ready to go in the oven. So, side by side. Preheated. They're setting on 300 degrees for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Then we're gonna set it at 325 for half an hour. Then we'll take them out.
Okay, so they get
And
nice.
we'll let them cool down because when you first take them out, they're not gonna be firm. So you can cut the slice, they have to cool down.
Okay.
Then they become a little bit more harder.
Okay.
Clean up a little bit of my mess here. Get the white kitchen back the way it's supposed to be. So she'll be good enough to let me use it again. It's a long ways back. Like I'm 76 years old now. And, when I was coming up as a little boy, we always had baked sweet potatoes, and we cooked sweet potatoes in the fireplace at night while the wood was burning, and sweet potato was plentiful. One thing about being in Alabama back in the 50s, and you had plenty of sweet potato, collard greens, turnip greens, smoked ham, and all of that stuff. You had plenty of that stuff to go around. One thing about the sweet potato pies, my mother used to make sweet potato pies all the time. And I learned how to make those sweet potato pies because I would always be hanging around the kitchen, me and my brother, waiting to lick the sweet potato pan. So we were paying attention to what she was putting in them. So we learned how to cook just by watching her when we were little kids. We learned how to cook other things. One of the things we learned how to cook was collard greens, how to cut them up by washing them. My mother and them cut them up, and how to cook them and what to put in them. You know, so we learned a lot by cooking, just by hanging out around the kitchen, watching. Coming up, one of my favorite things to eat was bologna sandwich with cheese, something we didn't get every day because we didn't do bologna sandwich. We didn't have bologna. We had the salmon sandwich, and we had the salmon sandwich, a big homemade biscuit and the salmon between it. That was our sandwich to take to school. So many times we would trade off our biscuit salmon sandwich for a bologna and cheese sandwich because that was something we didn't get often.
Is that why I like fried bologna sandwiches so much?
So that was one of my favorite things to have was the bologna and cheese sandwich. My favorite thing that one to cook is her pound cake. She cooks some good pound cake. She cooked many other good things too, but one of my favorite things is her pound cake. In baking a sweet potato pie. I'll cut this pie to set the slice of it to see how it cut once it get done and cool down, to see if we can get it out the pan without tearing it up.
Oh.
So once it cools down, it becomes firm. You don't have that sloppy looking cut once it cools down.